Welcome to Bullet Points, Bullet Point Nation. This guy over here, he has a name.
Judd Dunning.
My name is Michael Loftus. This is going to be 20 minutes of thunder. It is a look at the top 5 stories in the news, plus what else?
A wild card, Michael Loftus.
What are this week's 5 bullet points?
That scriptless script just gets me sometimes, that little guy.
I like to throw it to you.
All right, I like it.
Toes.
This week, bullet point number 1, Trump, AOC, Omar, the squad racist tweet, blah, blah.
Bullet point number 2.
Pedo freak, Jeffrey Epstein, and his $100 million bail.
Bullet point number 3.
Hello, goodbye, massive immigration crackdown.
Oh, that's the ice one. Bullet point number 4.
Planned Parenthood shakeup.
And bullet point number 5.
Stranger Things.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one. They're going to promo some stuff.
Promo.
There will be a wild card, so do us both a big favor and stick around for just 1 second while we show you what we spent all our money on.
Okay. I don't know what that meant. All right, moving on.
It's that sweet graphic.
I like it.
It's the raining bullets.
I like it.
It's the best. It's like, dudes, when I see that promo thing, I'm like, it's like Miami Vice.
You want to see the end first. You're like,
seriously,
just cut to the ending.
We should be in convertibles. It should be.
All right, if you're already with us on the show, go for it.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to break down 5 stories, and we got 2 minutes per story.
Right.
So we're going to begin now.
Yes, we are.
We're sticking to time. We're not going over.
We're not going over.
I know we're passionate men.
It's
we believe this.
It's like a marital pledge to never argue. You know, we're never going to argue again.
No matter what. Okay, so here we go. We're going in. Bullet point number 1 is, you'll describe this.
Okay, bullet point number 1. Donald Trump, as we all know, has been condemned around the world for a series of tweets suggesting 4 U.S. Congresswomen, the squad, right? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Ilhan Omar, Alania Presley, and Rashida Tlaib. They basically said for the people not to take the bait for their U.S. hating, and said that they could leave if they choose.
We're still in the introduction
setup.
This is the tweet. This is the tweet. Is like, hey, if you want to leave, you can leave.
If you want to leave,
if you don't like it, leave it.
Right.
Pretty much. We're paraphrasing.
Right.
So that's what we're talking about. The reaction. 2 minutes on the clock for bullet point number 1. Judd, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think, listen, first of all, let's go ahead and give us the tweet. Give us the tweet. So I think the most important thing is if America could slow down in their media reaction cycle and just look at the things that he said, which he said very clearly. It was, why don't you go back and help fix the totally broken, crime-infested places which they came, and then come back and show us how.
You know.
So first of all, Trump he's not a xenophobe, he's not a racist. He said, if you don't love America, you can leave, fix someplace else, come back, see what we got.
Well, I agree with him.
I do too.
It's horrible. And now this is not a new thing. Everybody wants to make it sound like this phrase was invented in the 1970s.
Love it or leave it?
Go back. Love it or leave it. And I'll tell you this is a fun thing. If you go to theloftusparty.com, I just did a YouTube video about this, did a lot of research. And this phrase has been around for a long time. There's a very famous book, The Man Without a Country, that was written in the 1800s. It's a fictional account of a guy who was talking a lot of smack about America, and the judge said, boink, get out. Right. So it's a great book. It's heartwarming. Here's the deal. Yeah, you can leave. This is the one thing that's always killed me about the socialists. They go, oh, in Sweden they got this, in Sweden so move to Sweden.
Right.
Why does my life have to be a reflection of your socialist BS utopia?
Right.
I don't want that. Now, if you and we lean to the right, if we get everything we want, no one else's life is affected at all. If these morons on the left, if they get their way, they get everything.
Right.
And everybody's life is offended. So yeah, seriously, no racism here. If you don't like America, leave. And guess what? In the last 15 years, 4 million Americans have. They've cashed in their chips.
Oh, right.
And they're going Ecuador.
Really?
Yup.
Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that statistic.
And I don't want to question anybody's patriotism here, but seriously, this chick, Ilhan Omar, how she can't
condemn terrorists right now for the Antifa strike where somebody was killed, right?
Right?
Yeah, she couldn't do that. Is that, there's no way that's 2 minutes.
I'm telling you guys.
Oh, and she also wants to abolish Homeland and ICE. And I mean, he basically said, if you hate America, you go. And this is media hijacking, which led to a congressional, we have to get to this real quick, led to a congressional action to condemn the president. Nancy Pelosi was shut down for violating, you can't condemn the president as the Speaker of the House. You can't do it from the top there.
You get in big trouble. You get in big trouble. That's why Nancy's hand is like that. She's in big trouble. There's no way we can do 2 minutes. We might have to go back and do a bullet point.
It's a single shot. It's just a single
shot. We might have to go back and do a single shot.
We'll see how it escalates.
Bullet point number dos.
Boom. Moving on. You ready for this? Pedo freak Jeffrey Epstein, which is my new name, pedo freak. I mean, it's the lowest of the low. Let's go ahead and start the clock, shall we? I think everyone knows about what's been going on with Jeffrey Epstein. Sex trafficking is the lowest of the low. I'm going to go Judeo-Christian on my opening. It says in the Bible there was one harsh punishment, and it was put a millstone around the neck of those that harm our children. This guy's been trafficking kids 14 to 16 in his web forever.
Now, these are the new charges.
There were already charges in the early 2000s. He got busted and let off easy.
Yeah, got off way, way easy, and now there's a bunch of new charges, and I know that everybody's trying to pin this on the Trump administration because the guy used to be a member of Trump's club.
He banned him from Mar-a-Lago.
And Trump, said no, bing, bing, he's out. There's so many rumors floating around the internet. I'm like terrified to even discuss this.
Right.
But let's just say this. Like, let's say if he's innocent. If you're innocent and you can prove your innocence in a court of law, I'm really sorry.
What?
But dude, if you are guilty,
no way.
If you are guilty, I've seen pictures of the island, super creepy.
Yeah.
Super creepy.
Yeah.
The big like Egyptian looking house with the little maze out there, and some of these girls, like what they're accusing him of, it just, man, but this guy's connected. Connected.
Yeah, he said he came out, he's worth 560 million, and he was ripped on that. I mean, this guy has extreme money. But listen, this week during the raid, they found underage pictures of girls in his safe.
Oh, yeah.
So he's still active. He's still a sex offender. So it's a violation of parole. I mean, he's going away no matter what.
I don't know if these, once again, this is all alleged, but like I've seen pictures of like flight logs with Bill Clinton taking a bunch of allegedly heading down there with no Secret Service, yada, yada,
26 times.
And Epstein used to brag that he was like the co-founder of the Clinton Foundation.
Yeah.
You got Prince Andrew from England.
Yeah. Chris Tucker was a kind of a bummer for me.
Hey,
come here, girl. I mean,
Chris Tucker?
Yeah, Chris Tucker was on in the flight logs as well.
Oh, man.
That's just like the imagery is. And Alan Dershowitz. That's tough. I have to say, Alan Dershowitz recently, we suck, but recently, I just have to say, Dershowitz, I saw him turning some corners and helping some liberals kind of turn. It's a bummer, man. I mean, but listen, anybody who crossed that line goes down.
Listen, then there has to be proof. There has to be proof. I'm not. All right.
There we go. All right. Wow, our producer's like staying on the 2-minute train.
I love it.
I like it.
I like it. Our toenail-less producer,
which will be our wild card.
Bullet point number 3.
Woo! All right. So we've been following this for a couple weeks. This is the hello goodbye massive immigration ICE crackdown.
They keep talking about it. It never seems to materialize.
Well, that's interesting because let's go ahead and put a couple minutes on the clock. Let it roll. So it's interesting because the Trump administration has used a very similar approach that they did about war during the election period. He's like, we're not going to tell everybody where we're cracking now.
I love that about Donald Trump.
It's great. He's like,
I'm not going to tell you my plan.
You know, he doesn't care completely whether he stays the second term. The whole time, he's always been like, I'll stay if I can to help everybody, but I'm losing money being here. But he said in several major cities he wasn't going to tell them whether or not. And also, at the same time, in the Supreme Court, they backed him on the fact that they could hold back money, just passed in the 9th District, they could hold back money if the sanctuary cities didn't participate with the federal government.
Heard him. Yeah. Hit him in their wallet.
Yeah, that's right.
Hit him in the wallet.
So they say that millions of people are actually slowly being deported. So it's moving along.
I want to see some numbers come in. Mm-hmm. And now this is what Trump was saying the other day in the White House. he's going, we're going after the criminals first, right? We're people who
MS-13.
Yeah,
Right.
the MS-13, the people who with like criminal, they've come to America, they've done some crimes. I don't think anybody wants them. So that's good.
It's 11 million people though that are apparently they're apparently busted. Thank you.
11 million people on the list, on ISIS list?
Not ISIS list. There are 11 million people out there that are undocumented that are actually liable for this.
Dude.
Yeah,
if we're talking about people who just broke into the country,
right,
that number is 22 million.
Back to your point about the ISIS list you were saying.
But listen, if you can't, if you're gonna, I'm trying to find a place where we can all agree.
Right.
And if the Trump administration is doing this, they're looking at people. Okay, so you broke into the country. Okay. Oh, and then you robbed a convenience store. And you're passing bad checks, and you're beating people up, and you're a drug dealer. Yeah, you're gone. Like those, like that's a no-brainer. Right. That is a no-brainer.
That's not happening.
It's one thing to disrespect me by breaking in my house when I'm trying to throw a freedom party, and then you come in, you start breaking dishes. You are the first fool to leave.
Is it a freedom party? Is that what your life is?
It is a freedom party. It is a 50-state freedom party. That's how I explain it.
Yeah.
There's someone at the door.
Is there someone at the door? Are we out of time again?
And that's someone's name? America. Answer it.
Welcome to the Freedom Party. Yeah, there's so much to say about all of these. Well, don't forget, I think let's take 1 second, say to our people that are here, Michael and I started last week. We did our single shots, which is 5 to 7 minutes, a second show every week. That you'll see, like we come out like Wednesday on our normal show.
You know it.
And then like Friday or Saturday when we're feeling crazy,
do it.
We'll do it in 5 to 7 minutes. So remember, there's a long play of the album. You can flip it over, so you're gonna get the hit. You can play the long play. So
and you know what? And God bless you for doing some promo when it wasn't even time for promo.
It was right early promoing.
Let's go.
Okay. Woo! All right, keep
Bullet
going.
point number 4.
God bless you. Thank you.
I did the Pelosi 4.
All right, topic 4. This is the Planned Parenthood shakeup. So we'll get ready to put 2 minutes on the clock, but the bottom line is they let the head of the Planned Parenthood, they fired her. She wasn't anti-abortion enough.
Leanna Wen.
Dr.
Leanna Wen.
And then Trump pushed through the Title X, which just says that if you're going to receive federal funding, you have to be compliant to a few different rules, which we'll get into once we put some time on the clock.
Boink, 2 minutes, go time. Here we go. Hilarious that this Dr. Wen from Planned Parenthood, she got fired unexpectedly. She thought they were still in the talking process. Do yourself a favor, go to Twitter, look up Dr.
Can you go to the tweets? You should this one show. They're so good. They're so good.
She thought they were still negotiating, and she was unexpectedly fired. So the running joke was, I guess you could say you were aborted. I guess you were terminated early.
That was an unplanned termination.
I guess they thought you were a clump of cells. It was hilarious. That's the funny part. There's not. Here's my deal. And this is always going to be my stance on Planned Parenthood and all that stuff. You don't need any federal money to go into Planned Parenthood. They do so much fundraising. They have so much money. They actually donate millions and millions to the Democratic Party. So you've got what you have is it's just a clearinghouse for money to go back to the Democrats.
Right.
So the federal government's like, oh, we have to give them this money, and then they give it straight to the Democratic Party.
Right.
So they can run and perpetuate this.
Excellent clarification. That's exactly it. Because it's 4 million people that go into the doors of Planned Parenthood. It has a lot of political clout as well. And basically they just said that those funds that you're pointing out aren't allowed to go for abortion. So you can't tell somebody under the same roof to go next door and get an abortion on the government that and our government is standing for the preservation of the life of the citizen from the cradle to the grave, or preconception of the grave.
And just how the left wants to have this whole separation of church and state, I want separation from my money and killing babies.
Right.
Right now, you can say it's legal, it's the law of the land. And okay, we can debate that on separate issues. But right now, for the sake of argument, it's legal, it's the law of the land. I don't want to pay for it. I'm not going to help you out. If you want to kill a clump of cells, let's say you do it in the first 4 weeks or whatever, I don't want to pay for that.
Right.
Now, for the other stuff,
it can still be funded privately, though. Pointed out.
Yeah,
that's the point. And they're heavily funded already. Women are not losing it.
Exactly. And I'm all for the clinics in terms of you wanna have mammograms and cancer screenings and all that. I'll pony up.
Ooh.
That was a rape whistle.
That's a rape whistle. That's so bad.
I'm not gonna go there.
That's funny. Okay, moving on. But I think this is great. We want to just sensitively say that the nation, the federalism, our state still gets to choose what they want. New York has abortion at dilation, which is almost child sacrifice. In other countries like Georgia, states like Georgia are saying, hey, you got to make a responsible decision in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That's how federalism is supposed to work. That's how our nation was founded. This isn't this isn't to the past of Barbary. This is an adjustment of the opinion of America. Not a bad thing.
And let's remind you, babies are adorable.
Awesome. Yeah, exactly. I just
Look at that. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Moving on.
Topic 5.
Topic 5.
And this is a 2-minute drill. Warning, I'm going to warn you right now.
Spoiler alert.
There will be spoilers. This isn't Star Wars, nor is it Star Trek. It's Netflix. It's Stranger Things.
Season 3.
Yeah, I've watched it.
I've watched it.
Hopefully you've watched it. Put 2 minutes on the clock. Let's break down Stranger Things.
Let's do it. Michael Loftus, you may lead off.
I like this girl. I like this little actress that plays 11. I like the whole cast.
Yeah.
I really like the whole cast.
It's a study of maturation, really, to watch them change, too.
And I tell you what, a big shout out. I wish we had I like this kid. He's great.
Yeah.
But a big shout out to the Duffer Brothers.
Yeah, they did great.
This is 3 seasons in a row. I really think they brought it. And the cast is growing up, and very wisely. I don't know what else you could do as a writer. You steer into that curve, okay? Their days of hanging out in the basement playing Dungeons and Dragons, it's kind of coming to a close.
Yeah.
And now they're becoming young men and they're interested in girls. That's all great. So it was wonderful. I like, and I want to give a huge shout out. Did you think about this? You're in show business.
Yes.
You run a lot of TV shows, so you know about this kind of stuff.
I watch a lot.
The art department,
Right.
The set decorators,
Right.
Think about how much. There's the Emmy right there. The person who had to fill the mall with stuff.
Oh, Starcourt Mall was great.
Oh
right?
my
You
gosh.
were back at the indoor mall era, which is dying right as we speak.
Dude, when they go into 11 goes into the Gap and she's going shopping. So not only do you need one outfit from the 80s,
Right.
You need a whole rack of them all around. It's incredible.
Right.
Okay, so those are
She
my
kind of had
praises.
an MC Hammer thing, right? I mean, it was broad and wide stripes. It was great.
So-
Geometric hell.
Here's the problem that I had. My
Let's hear
big
it.
fat head is in the way. That's Uma Thurman's kid. That's
Yeah?
Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke.
And Ethan Hawke.
She did wonderfully. Here's the problem. Too many jokes. Too many jokes. Now, when you've got all this dramatic tension
Right.
going on, the jokes are going to pop. They're always going to pop. This is what always happens to comic books. This is what happens to the Batman franchise, the Superman franchise, all of them. You have very serious subject matter, Stranger Things, very serious, very serious. And then those little moments of comedy are hilarious. And then the network, they go, ooh, give us more comedy, give us more comedy. There were some scenes in season 3 that were just completely ridiculous. When you have this creature chasing you around.
I thought the creature was great.
The
though.
creature's fantastic.
It's all dead bones.
But you don't stop and do jokes.
Yeah.
Like,
2 minutes.
oh! But I loved it, and I can't wait to see season 4.
Yeah.
I
have my
looking
one
forward to
comment. I thought the weirdest scene was when they were both high on the post-truth drug.
Yeah.
They were sitting on the floor of the bathroom. It was like 5 minutes long. It was the most inane conversation between the hair guy and Ethan Hawke's daughter.
Oh, when she revealed her sexual preferences?
Yeah, it just went on
That's
forever.
all.
It was
That
like
was
their
ramping into
gender
that.
accommodation. Oh, we got to throw in a
Ramp.
diversity scene. You're like, can we get beyond the diversity scene?
Yeah.
It's great. Of course, we have to mention that on Bullet Points.
On Bullet Points!
That's right.
Let's promote some stuff.
All right, let's do it, shall we?
2 minutes for promos.
I'll go last this week.
Okay,
You
you'll
know?
go last.
All right.
Here's what's going on. I want to thank everybody who came out to the Orlando Improv. Everybody who came out to the Tampa Improv to see the MAGA Country Comedy Show. Everybody's like, ooh, where are you going next? Where are you going next? In September, go to loftusparty.com. We have tour dates there. September is Kansas City, Omaha, Des Moines. We're going to be adding some more dates soon. We might be getting back to Texas. We might be doing all this kind of thing. Every movement tells a story. And dude, I cannot tell you, I swear, I'm like a proud papa. I'm like a proud papa.
Of the MAGA movement now.
TheLoftusParty.com. Oh my Lord. I got a dude now. Okay. There's a person you can contribute. You can contribute to this. You make an ID and you can post stories. There's a girl just posted a bunch of songs that all had a theme. Gonna raise hell. Fantastic. There's a dude, Benny the Joke Man, who does jokes every day. There's a contributor named Gloria who'll do these wacky drink recipes
your
and
Loftus
stuff.
Nation on the LoftusParty.com.
The LoftusParty.com.
Yeah, now people are following you. I'm watching that.
Dude, there's great articles, there's opinion pieces, there's sexy people, it's becoming the thing I always wanted it to be.
Oh, that's great. So people can they go on LoftusParty.com. Now, what's the Maven thing? Is that all really, like, people can come review things?
The Maven is like a
contribute?
Foursquare. The Maven is like the host.
Okay.
They host a bunch of sites and whatever. I'll tell you stuff off
All
camera.
right.
But like you sign in, and once we verify you're not a robot, all that kind of stuff, you can start posting.
Right.
You could post stuff
Now,
there.
do you allow Russians, though? Unlike Facebook, can Russians be fans?
I'm gonna need to see some pictures.
Yeah, that's right. That's great.
Yes, Russians can be fans.
Of course, because maybe you could convert them, bring them over. More immigrants.
Russians love
I watch the Loftus Party. I come to America.
I did not buy ads on Facebook. I did not rig election. I just want to look at pictures of girls.
That's great.
That was it. That was 2 minutes. I ate it all up.
I secede my promo time this week so I don't get shamed for finishing my book. My book's coming out soon, and it's going to be exciting. And what I do want to say is Single Shot has been great. People love it. So if you're here, we've waited, it's been about a half a year, like 20, this is our 29th episode.
Yeah.
And Single Shot is people are demanding more, so 5 to 7 minutes, single topic. Mike and Judd unplugged to throw
fun.
back to my old brand.
There you go.
There we are. And it's going to be great.
We'll have a Single Shot coming up this week too.
We do.
It's fantastic. It's every week now, so we're posting
More of a
twice.
cultural shot. No, not always, but sometimes.
It's fun.
All right.
Here we go.
Forward.
Bullet point. This is the wild card.
Wildcard.
The wild card.
Here we
It
go.
looks very inane. I'm looking at kids in a school. I'm not digging it.
It's inane.
I need sexy time.
Keep coming. It keeps coming. All right. It keeps going.
So what is it? What's
All right.
what's
So
the wild
our
card?
wild card producer is their schools. Big movement right now. And we've been tracking what's been going with gender and roles. So kids now schools are coming out with a movement to relax dress codes in order to end body shaming. So
They're relaxing dress
they're
codes.
relaxing dress codes. So
That looks pretty relaxed.
So exactly. So here,
He took a step back, thought about it. What should he do?
so the point is, though, we always try to track something that's actually going on that affects our freedom. And here we are at the base level with our kids. We've already have transgender fairy tales to our 5-year-olds, right? But now what we're doing is the fingertip test of cleavage, or it's 3 fingertips for the edge of your shorts. You can see 3 fingertips at bottom, 3 fingertips of cleavage. That's been the old test, but your teacher would not apply the fingertips because it's a little sketchy.
Hey, come here, I need to do the 3-finger test to make sure you're short.
But it applied to women more than men, right?
Just
Because
describe the shocker.
men don't have
Come here, I
cleavage.
gotta check your shorts.
Except for like Dwayne Johnson has cleavage or something, right? So anyway, they've said that it's sexist that women have the test of their cleavage or their bottoms because men don't. So they are eliminating dress codes to go gender neutral, and basically you may now wear, in high school, you may now wear your tops down to the nipple. So the areola can show, you cannot show the nipple in one state. And in another state, they're actually going the other direction where they're doing, did you put the picture up here? So now you have to have straps, so no more halter tops for men or women.
Okay.
So 2 states are going different. So now there's this movement going to gender neutralize based on body shaming for our kids. So the term body shaming is coming up in our high school. So that's this week's watch.
Listen, I have bad news for you. It's not about your clothes. It's about you as a person. It really is.
Yeah,
Because
which
you're
is
like,
okay.
you can wear your shirt to the nipple. Well, not like the fat, ugly people aren't going to do that.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Oh, no. I don't get
We're not
the
ending
alarm.
on that.
Here's what the solution.
Yeah.
If this is horrible, this is very fascist. Wear a uniform. Everybody, national uniform, state, figure out your
Really?
uniform.
If we could do it, go back?
You could. Listen, that's the great thing about having school uniforms.
Right.
is there's no like, oh, you wear this brand and you wear the Target brand. You wear this brand, you wear the cheap brand. It's like, it's the school uniform. Like, take the thought out of it.
The thought of body shaming out of it. I mean, the fact they're even putting that in their lexicon is what's tragic.
But even with a school uniform,
right,
you're always going to have somebody who's all skadoosh.
Yeah!
Come on, remember that?
Yeah, because you will force expression within. My kids, when they had uniforms, they found ways to self-express.
Yeah,
through the
everybody
uniform.
will. Right. Everybody will. So good luck with that problem. Good luck with making kids behave.
How about just letting them deal with the natural world as it is? I mean, good things happen, bad things happen. You fail, you win, you get fat, you get skinny, you get zits, you get clear face. It's just youth, you know?
This guy with the wisdom. Is he like this every week?
Wise.
No, but that was great. That's our show. Thanks for watching. Stick around. In a couple days, we'll have another single shot. Skaboom.